When it comes to your assets, it's important to make sure that if you have a beneficiary designation on an asset, that you are checking that annually. And the reason for this is you never know what life events are going to happen, and you want to ensure that whatever your wishes are is updated correctly on those beneficiary designations. It is so important to ensure that you update beneficiary designations after major life events. This could be marriage, divorce, somebody passing away, or you just don't like somebody anymore, right? You want to ensure that you always update that beneficiary designation. I will give you one example of where this affected one of my clients. My client's sister passed away, and we were going through probate court. And as she's gathering assets for the probate proceeding, she finds this investment account. She reaches out to the investment company to get the assets to bring into the probate estate, and she gets a letter from them that they've already released the investment account asset to a beneficiary that was listed on the designation. To my client's surprise, as she was the only living heir to her sister that had passed away, we were caught off guard. We had no reason to believe that this money should have been distributed to anybody else but to her through the probate estate. So I contacted the investment company to find out that the ex husband, who was still listed as a beneficiary on this investment account, had received over $300,000 in investment money because he was listed as the beneficiary designation. They had been divorced for over 22 years at this point. And after this major life event, she had never updated her beneficiary designation. Since she had passed away, we had no reason to understand why. But had she done proper estate planning and had she reviewed this document to understand who the beneficiary was, she would have changed it. Oftentimes, when we start estate planning with clients that have minor children, one of the things they share with us is that they have their minor children listed as beneficiaries on bank accounts or life insurance policies. This is one of the things that we quickly want to change with our clients because minor children in the state of California cannot inherit money or property. So, under the age of 18, if they were to inherit it, it would go into a court blocked account where they would then receive access to it when they turn 18 years old. So if you have minor children, it's important to ensure that you are not nominating them as beneficiaries. So when I say that, it doesn't mean go change the beneficiary designation and put a sibling or somebody else that's over the age of 18 to manage the money for them. And the reason for this is, what if that beneficiary that you've now nominated, let's say it's your sister, what if she gets in an accident? How is anybody supposed to know that that money was for your children? What if she gets a divorce and she's taken that money and she's commingled it into her funds with her family? Now, the person that she's getting the divorce from could potentially get half of that money. The way that we keep this money protected for the benefit of your children is by having a trust. And by having a trust, you can actually say, well, instead of that money going to my kids where they're listed as the beneficiary, I'm listing my trust as the beneficiary on that life insurance policy. And then if something were to happen to you, that money can be distributed into your trust for the benefit of your kids to receive through your trust terms. One of the biggest benefits of working with an estate planning attorney is to have a good idea of what all of your assets are. And because your attorney knows what your wishes are, what the family dynamics are, we can recommend how to have that coordination between what your estate plan says and what beneficiary designations are on all your accounts. It is important that they work together because if you have an estate plan that completely contradicts what those beneficiary designations are, then your wishes aren't going to be fulfilled. If you have questions about what needs to be done when updating beneficiary designations and coordinating that with what your estate plan would be, please contact us here at Hermance Law. We are ready to assist you.